Okay, we go for a little nation review. Let me just change the title of the thingy and send the link. Okie dokie. Clack clack clack. Content. Go into the channel. Up it up. And here we go. Load the save. The good one. Here. Kidoki. Oh, hello Bisontic. Looks like I have a white noise again. How to fix that? I need to probably lower this a little bit. Yeah, I'm not very good with sound system and stuff. Sorry. Still there, shit. Well, fuck it, you know, fuck it. Okay. So, debug mode. AI. We're gonna let a month go so that it actualizes and the data is good. Okay. And now we can start with Portugal, maybe? Portugal was played, right? Yeah, the relaxing noise of the sea, exactly. So Portugal did fight Morocco. Looks like Morocco is dead, but Morocco was not played, so it doesn't really count, I guess. Portugal is allied with Castile and with Songhai. They have Tlemcen as a vassal, which is quite fed. They are take 5 for 5 and already 3 ideas in exploration. They don't have any rival, so I think they're going to play a very chill game. Actually look at okay, Castile has Fez and Portugal has Tlemcen. They could have exchanged, like, I mean, it's not very pretty, but it doesn't really mean that much. They're waiting a little bit to get the settler chance. Probably they're waiting to get the second colonist. Actually, we're back to 2 colonists on Explo and no colonist on expansion. Okay, that's going to slow colonization quite a lot. There is absolutely no colonist here. Okay, I'm discovering a little bit the changes in the ideas. Yeah, creepy iron post, because if you don't let 1 month to update, then the data is not really good. Stream, yeah. No, I don't have the monitor, but I'll tab a little bit. I will try to think about it from time to time. I'm trying to improve in my head, even though I'm not very smart. Good mana generation for Portugal here. They decided to focus on admin, which is quite in a good choice. Alfonso is not the best, but 1388 it's quite good. Their economy is very good for an early game. Already 9 ducats in trade in Sevilla, which is quite okay. Some taxation as well. So that's okay. The force limit is not the best, but that's not a problem for Portugal. They can field a complete combat width, so they have what it needs, and they have very good general actually. 4453. That's really good. So Portugal is in a good position. They probably won't go into Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, because Mali will be there, but they already set the foot into Brazil, which is a good start. We'll jump right to Castile next. Castile. Castile is allied with only Portugal, which is a little bit problematic because they have bigger bigger neighbors than Portugal does. They have a lot of vassals: Catalonia, Navarra, Valencia, and Fez. So they pretty much digested Aragon already. Could open Twitch chat on your phone. Yeah, you told me already, but the thing is that I'm very stupid, and also my phone is not really good. They're a little bit late in tech, but that's not really a problem. I think they waited to embrace Renaissance before taking up, and also they start with a very bad ruler who's not dead yet, but no, that's not good. So purple was not very lucky there. The heir is still bad, not as bad as Alfonso, but no, not Enrique, but still quite bad. The economy is okay. Obviously, the gold is helping with that, and the trade is already good, as we said, in Sevilla. Actually, Portugal is making a little bit more money than Castile. Okay. Maybe I could try to increase the value of the trade centers to make more money. The force limit is good, and I mean Castile could make a good fight if it was needed. The vassals are not helping that much, but that's okay. Waiting to pop the defensiveness, probably a good idea. And well, Aragon is dead, and Castile doesn't have any ideas yet. Let's go to France. Yeah, Credias has a skill issue. Yes, definitely. I mean, he did 2v1 a noob. That's not really a nice gentlemanly move. Oh, he had a good heir and then he died, said Felice about Castile. Yeah, that's unfortunate. France still has his starting ruler, 4-4. He is allied with Burgundy and Florence, so we have a strong Western or European alliance here. He still has 5 marches. He marched all of his vassals, which means that obviously he will have to revoke the marches in order to integrate them, so that will delay the integration, and it will cost him 5 stab for that, but it's a little bit of strength in the meantime. Orléans does have 11 stacks, that's not too shabby. But he is losing money, only has the estates loans for now, 30 gold income, and 46 force limit, morale of 3.6, and no discipline yet. So France is not as strong as it will be, but it's already quite impressive. And well, there was a war that started just at the end of the session. No battle has been done yet, and it's the Austrian succession war, which will be very interesting to follow. At the moment, only France and its vassals on one side and Hungary and Austria on the other one, but you can see that the numbers are pretty much equal. A little advantage for the Hungarian-Austrian side, even though Austria is now very much over force limit since it lost emperorship by becoming the PU of Hungary. So forces are pretty much equal at the moment. So France is in a good position, maybe lacking a little bit of allies, but Burgundy and Florence are already quite good. England is dead. England lost in the first war against France and Burgundy. He lost the control of the strait, and he lost most of his continental possessions. What I don't understand is why Burgundy and France left Calais into the English hands. If England had not dropped, he could totally have recovered from this. because it's faster to take Kent than to take Calais if you have the naval supremacy and if you barrage and everything, and so he could have taken London back. Jukes is saying London 6 PM hidden secret late night nation review for not the Umbanar campaign, but yeah, my title probably is wrong. Okay, I will change that, you're right. And also shut the fuck up. I don't remember the number of the campaign, it must be something like 10 or 11. And session 1, yes. Okay. Check. It was France's mistake, says Byzantic. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, since England left, it's not going to change anything. AI is not going to do anything about it. So England is dead, we will skip it, and we will go directly onto Scotland. Scotland is the big beneficiary from the Hull kerfuffle, as long as Burgundy doesn't kill him, obviously. Income of nearly 10 ducats, okay. Force limit of 28, so he can definitely take on AI England now. In terms of missions, he already took some of them. He will he will get Ireland entirely soon, which will give him a 10% moral mission if it was ever needed to defend his country. One bank loan so far, sadly not the where are they indebted to the burger ones, which would have left more money with the exact same interest as a normal loan, but it's not really a problem. He can get the institution, which will help. In terms of take 445, he will be a little bit late to take 5, but he can start getting some mana, military mana in the meantime. The power generation is okay. I actually forgot to look at the French one, so we'll go back. Little bit low in Diplo, but it's not really problematic for now. Admin and military are okay. We are 555 and already one idea into quality. It will be a little bit late for Tech 6, which could be a problem in the Austrian-Hungarian war. France, well, might be like 2 years late, I think, something like that, 2-3 years late to Tech 6, and Tech 6 is a very strong one, so there is definitely a window for the Austrian side to be seized. Then again, France can call Burgundy to the war. Burgundy has, well, not the biggest economy, 14.3, and a few loans, but still manageable. However, the force limit is not the best. The vassals do give a lot. They give 14, 18, 22, so they double the army size of Burgundy, and they are still loyal, so that's not really a problem. But they are not attaching, which should be probably the best idea if you are playing, if you are fighting a player war. The thing is that I'm not sure that they have naval supremacy, and the war goal here is Calais, so okay, so it's Calais, so that's okay. But if they don't have the naval supremacy and if they are fighting the land war, they cannot really push into England, which is problematic. That's going to delay them a little bit if they decide to push further. Otherwise, they are 8-3. That's okay, so that's very good. That's a little bit problematic. Why? Oh no, yeah, it's Bold Fighter, sorry. Okay, and do they have any ideas? They already have 3 ideas into quality, which is good. Combat. Oh, there is infantry cost that was added. That's good. Army tradition, so that's a little bit changed as well, and cavalry cost also. So quality is actually quite nerfed. 15% cost is really strong. Well, it's a big change. Check. That's normal. That's 15% as well. Discipline. Oh, that's also quite different. Okay, and that's nerfed. Okay, so quantity and quality have been nerfed, but quality has been even more nerfed. And in terms of policies, let's see the eco policy: production and land force instead of the dev cost in vanilla, evidently. And here eco gives infantry combatability and fire damage received instead of the discipline. I wouldn't be able to say if ICA and fire damage received is better or less good than the 5% discipline. I'd say it's pretty much equivalent, if not better. I would say that it might actually be better, especially in early game. Like in late game, it will be a little bit okay. So you inflict 10% more damage with the infantry instead of basically 5% with infantry, 5% with cannons, and you take 5% less damage fire instead of 5% for shock and fire. So in early game, I think it's better than the 5% discipline, and in late game it is probably the same, something like that. I would need to make the calculations to know for sure, but it's probably not very different. But still, quality is nerfed overall. 15% increase of cost is really a lot. So Burgundy, what did Burgundy do during the session? Basically, they took these two provinces, and apart from that, not much. Then we have Cologne. They linked their land. They vassalized Munster. That's nice. They are allied to Bavaria, Brunswick, and Pomerania. So, as per usual, the HRE Hugbox is forming, which is very nice. Agenda is about to expire. Oh, I'm not a big fan of that. Otovsky, if you look at that, you need to get the mana everywhere. You have a positive stability, so you need to take the advisor cost reduction everywhere as well. That's going to save you a lot of money and give you a lot of mana, which you need. Especially since your income is quite low and your mana generation is okay-ish. Well, it's not bad. This one is a little bit problematic though. No points in military, but well connected, so that should be okay. Okay. The economy is not the best. The force limit is okay. And do we have any ideas? No, not yet. 4, 3, 5. Only. Where did the diplomatic mana go? How many times did he dev? He did not dev. Where? What the fuck? Does he have it since the beginning? No. Before it was another one. So where did the diplomatic mana go? It is not over. Okay, I'm very confused. Yeah, he didn't dev. He's not over deep limit. Yeah. Okay. Well, somewhere, I guess, somewhere. We'll go to Brunswick. Maybe Otovsky will have an explanation for me. I will ask him the question. Brunswick had a very bad start. Barghast declared a war on the first year against 3 AIs, calling me into it as well. I didn't take part of it, but he got stack wiped early on, nearly lost 2 of his provinces, but then he recovered from it. He took Verden, Lunebourg, quite a bit of land from Brandenburg, who's dead now, and Magdeburg, so he grew up quite a bit. The economy is okay. The force limit is enough to siege capital forts now, which is quite important. Take 3-4-4. It will be very late in ideas, but I mean, it's not really that problematic since he has a 6-4-6, only 17-year-old, so he will be able to recover. It was an investment that probably will pay. He can pay off his loans. He is allied to Sweden, so player, Bavaria player, Cologne player, and Pomerania player. Only players. That's good. And only one person in the coalition against him. I don't think he cares too much. We can go over to Pomerania, played by our very own Jukes. Pomerania is, well, the economy is good, especially recovering after a bankruptcy. That's very good. He's still -2 stability. The bankruptcy is not there anymore. He needs to stab up, but that will take a little bit of time. In terms of tech, 3-3-5, so even though he will be late on ideas, Diplotech doesn't really matter. He is on par in terms of military tech, which is the most important, so he won't be killed right out of the bat. Still a little bit of loans, only 5 of them. That's okay. If he lowers the maintenance, he makes some profits, so that should be good. He will take some good land from Denmark that will help his trade anyway, so that's not too worrying for him. He especially killed his main threat in Brandenburg and opened the expansion path, so there is a good play for him there. We can go to Norway after that. So Norway is played by Greggs. Greggs was in England before. He arrived in Norway after that. 10 ducats of income, force limit of 13. He is now independent, allied with Sweden, Bavaria, and Brunswick. He is receiving subsidies from 7 nations. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. 40%, 45% of his income is 40% of his income is subsidies. That's so early in the game. I don't know how you pull that off, Greggs. There are very, very strong talents of negotiations here. I mean, his balance is basically only subsidies. It's really nice. Still a little bit of loans, but he should be able to recover. Did he dev yet? 3 times, not that much, but I mean, it's Arctic, so it's not really very good land to dev anyway. He will have a good ruler after that. That's going to be good. And in terms of ideas, 4-4-4, tech 4-4-4. He banked a little bit. He's probably waiting to embrace, but he won't have it anytime soon. He should probably take at least the admin tech, because it's going to overflow before he can use it. I mean, he can still stab up, I guess, but still. He's allied to Sweden, Bavaria, and Brunswick. Byzantic said that almost losing to AIs in the first session is good because it makes you determined to win. That's true. Check mercantilism. Ask Kraft. Mercantilism of who? Burgundy maybe? No. Oh yeah, Cologne for the Diplo points. That's actually a very good suggestion. Let me check that. Mercantilism is 10%, so no. That was a good guess, but no, it's not where it went. When is Drusus going to become the emperor? Well, I don't know. He's not part of the contenders right now, but he could declare himself. Jux has the same economy as Creepy, yeah, exactly. And we have quite a lot of countries at 10 income comparison total. There is quite a lot of countries in this pocket. Okay, so we looked at yeah, Sweden. Boop, boop, boop. That's a good ruler, even if only 2 in military. That's not too bad. But we have no we have no advisors and we have no mana generation here. So that makes mana generation that is quite low, especially in military. That's not good. We are late to take 5, so we will be extremely late to take 6, and even later to the ideas. Only take 3 in admin, so the ideas are not there anytime soon anyway. The economy is okay, but I mean, it's not going to grow that much if you cannot core new land because you have no admin. The force limit is okay. The force limit, he can fill a combat width, but since he will be 1, even 2 take late, that's not going to matter that much. Okay, in terms of diplomacy, is allied with Norway and Brunswick. That's not the best of starts for Sweden. He got the independence, that's true, and this province from... Did he start with Finnmark? I don't think he does. No, it's Norway, but I don't know why Sweden has it now. And he got 1 province from Denmark, but otherwise the borders didn't change that much, so I don't know where the admin went. There is missing mana in this game. I don't know. Stab, yeah, stab, but why stab? I mean, you stab 3 times when you get independence, and that's all. Yes, I know, but like it's 300 admin, it's not 2k. Okay. Where were we? We can go look at Bohemia next. Bohemia. Bohemia has a very good income, 21 ducats. Bohemia is not a site. There was a little oopsie with the event, so now sites are getting removed. That's a shame. He could have used the rebels to flip, but he decided that it was too annoying. Since we play with reverted defender of the face, that means that there is 1 defender of the face tier 5 less in the game, which is a bit annoying. His king died, you say? Yes. Yes, and he got quite lucky. 5-4-3 is quite good. So now I think he is a bit happier. 9-8-8, that's good. 5-4-5, that's good as well. With no ideas in quality yet, but is not late. Is in average time, I would say. Nobility has a lot of land here. He didn't take. That's surprising to me. Didn't take either the admin cost or the advisors or the deep mana either. I don't really know why. Probably as a reason though. He went with nobility integration policy, strong duchies, increased levies. Okay. This one will be revoked once he integrates Opol. This one, I don't know if you keep it if you keep it when you don't have any vassals anymore. I'm not sure. What I know is that it will be quite difficult to go revoke the privileges, because the equilibrium is very low compared to the influence, so that's not going to be very easy. So we won't have the reduction of the cost here anytime soon. Otherwise, 27 force limit, that's good. He is allied with Poland and Burgundy. He was allied with Austria before Austria didn't get any allies anymore. And he is one of the contenders to get the imperial throne now. The gold mine is devved, that's good. Then we have Bavaria. Bavaria is 2 over force limit, only 4 players, so that's okay. We have Bavaria here, and what is the second one? He has a royal marriage with Sweden. Okay, why not? There are 2 forts, one next to the other, so I would destroy this one since it's grassland, probably not the best, and make one here in the hills instead of this one in the farmlands. Destroy these 2 ones, put one here, maybe put one in the mountains as well here, but that's a lot of money, and well, Bavaria doesn't have that much money yet. Well, it's making a little bit of money, but okay. The mana generation is not the best, especially in military. You will need a little bit more, and that's because there is no mana generation here. You need to put it, and to start hiring advisors as well. 444, so that's going to be very late, and the ideas even later. A little coalition, but nothing to be too scared about. And he did manage to unify Bavaria and expand quite a lot, so it's not a bad start from the Landshut player. Devved 2 times in diplomacy. So Syrian did, yeah, an oopsie, exactly. Okay. Check. Both will be removed. Okay, so that should give some space. Totally. Okay. Then we have Austria. The good thing, it's hub. The good thing with the fact that I lost emperorship just before the end of the session is that it shows my true strength and not the fake strength of being the emperor. So I'm losing a lot of money for the very reason that I'm a lot over force limit. I had 66 force limit when I was the emperor, only half of it now that I lost it. So after the first battle against the French, I think I will consolidate quite a bit to lower the balance. But we have a little bit of cash in the bank, so we can wait a bit before doing it. The mana generation is good. My advisor died just before the end of the session. It was a level 2 discipline guy. I'm a bit sad about it. The technologies are okay, but we are a little bit late in ideas. We haven't taken any ideas yet. We should be on time for Tech 6 though, which is the most important, especially since we are in a player war. And with 13 mana generation, we should not be too late for too long. The economy is good, 30 ducats per month. And the quality is well equal to the quality of the French for now, even though they will soon have the moral advantage, obviously. What else to say? The diplomatic situation is hidden because of the PU with Hungary, but we were allied to Bohemia, Hungary, Bavaria, who else? Cologne, and with Castile for a while, but it got cancelled. With Norway during the independence, but it got stopped. And who was my last ally? I'm sorry, I forgot. Once again, I'm a little bit high, so that's probably why. Okay. Then we can go look at Venice. So Venice sold its land to Albania, but this land got eaten by the Ottomans. He is making 30 ducats a month, 16 from it is from trade, which is very good. The mana generation, well, no advisors. Dude, you're making 30 ducats a month, and half of it is benefits. Please hire at least at the very least level 1 advisors. And probably level 2. I mean, you can afford it. There is absolutely no problem in that. It's a plutocracy. Well, not a plutocracy, the Venetian government. So it doesn't have the nobility or the pedophiles, the church guys estate, which is problematic. But I mean, some say that this government is valuable enough to not be ditched. I disagree. You are wrong, but you are allowed to be wrong. That's your problem. In terms of technologies, 5 across the board, and he went plutocratic. Haven't taken the first ID yet, but he can take it, so he's on time in terms of mana. No dev so far. In terms of diplomacy, only allied with Hungary. There was the second Varna crusade against the Ottomans that started very well and ended catastrophically. Savoy left. I don't know if he will come back or not. I didn't even realize that he left, actually. I realized that after the session, otherwise I would have eaten a little chunk of his land. But anyway, nothing really happened for Savoy. The income is low. I don't think he took a single province. Force limit is low, and he is only allied to an AI, so I guess the nation is pretty much free clay. We can look at Florence next. Contrary to the contrary of Savoy, Florence grew a lot, starting only with 3 provinces. He took the rest of Tuscany and then went into the Pope. He even took Roma, the capital of the Catholicism. That surely gives him some nice maluses. Where is it? Yeah, -2 diplomatic reputation. That's actually okay. I think it was lowered in my memory. It was more. It was harsher than that. The mana generation is extremely good because you have Cosimo de' Medici with 72 is still alive. That's a very good start. Even though he's a sinner and malvolent, he is also careful, which is very nice for the early game to not get coalitions. So Florence is very good in terms of technologies and innovativeness, 34 innovativeness already, and plutocratic is nearly completed with a very strong and complete set, already good produced, manpower, institution spread. So that's really nice. The tech cost and ID cost from the start is also extremely efficient to snowball that mana savings. The economy is extremely good. The force limit is not the best, but that's going to grow very well very soon because that's very good land to dev. So Florence is definitely going to be a strong contender for the European supremacy. Well, we know that Kraft is a very strong and gifted player, so there is no no surprise there, but it's always impressive to see him play. 28 deep dev already, so it's yeah, the mana generation of Florence is just absurd early game. Yeah, all the Tuscany the Tuscan state is already 100 devs. That's really nice. Diplomatically speaking, is allied with France and with Pomerania. Why? Why? I mean, why not? But why? Okay. Then we have Naples. Naples got its independence and managed to grab Sicily and Malta from its former overlord Aragon. The economy 16 ducats a month. That's good for low dev provinces like the south of Italy. That's actually not bad. The force limit is really good, 25. 25 with oh, that's only fire. That's a little bit problematic, but no, well, not problematic. It's a bit sad. A little bit of dev, not that much. The diplomatic situation, absolutely no allies, but Epirus is a vassal. I'm not sure it's the best move to go grab Ottoman free clay. Like, it's not like you can really defend it anyway. You need to find allies because, well, there is a very scary Florence just there, and it's probably not a stretch to imagine that is going to come for you. So if you don't make friends, you're going to die, mate. Going to die very, very fast. We have no one in Northern Africa, so we can hop to Hungary. Let's just look at the chat real quick. Can't lose if I'm allied to Jukes. Yes, I guess that's an argument. I just don't agree with it. He took Malta. Yeah, he took Malta, but you will take it back, Felix. That's not a problem. Mzab. Oh yeah, Mzab. That's true. I mean, that's true. Do I really care about Fire? That's a good question, no? I think it is. Okay, Mzab. So Mzab took Tugurut, took a little bit of Jerid, but only one of the two provinces. Why? I don't know. But Mzab managed to grab a little bit of coast for himself and defeated Tunis, which is not a very easy thing to do, I have to admit. Early game, it's not easy. He is allied with the Mamluks, who probably helped quite a lot in that. But that's still a good increase of dev from Mzab. I think he starts only with was this dev? No, it was not. So only 6 dev and is now at 49. So multiplied his dev by quite a lot, by 8 actually. So good start. The economy is still dog shit because, well, I mean, it's 3 dev desert, so it's not going to be very strong very soon. But he's still alive, which is a good start. 8 force limit is not a lot, only 1 ally. In terms of mana generation, well, that's okay, especially with a 2-1-2 and the no income. He has, at least he has the mana generation here, not in deep low, astonishingly. He didn't take the advisor cost for the sole reason that he doesn't have any advisor, so that makes sense. And he dev'd 2 times, yes. Okay, so Mzab, what does he need to form? So he can form Tunisia if he wants, he can form Morocco, he can form Algeria, he can form Al-Andalus, and he cannot form Carthage yet because he's not primary culture Tunisian, but he will be very soon because there is way more dev in the Tunisian region than his own, and knowing Firen, he will very probably go for Carthage. That would would make sense. Okay. Mzab will be the final boss in the Nightly World Conquest, probably. Oh, Fairen 1v1 Tunis. Okay. Okay. After Tunis lost to Mamluks and to Castile, right? Something like that. So I was looking at Hungary before you interrupted me, you big group of fuckers. Hungary 18 the cats, losing a little bit. Why is that? Is at force limit. Okay. The gold mine is only 8 dev, so you could put 2 more into that gas Putin. And he has 2 PUs, Austria and Croatia. He is also notably allied to Venice, but only Venice, which is not that a secure position, considering that he is sandwiched between the Ottomans, Poland, and Bohemia, who are all not allied to him. He has a few loans, strangely not the burger loans. You should definitely do that, mate. Okay, he did lose a war against the Ottomans. He lost his Albanian ally, but the nation is doing okay. There is manpower, there is no real debt, so it can fight the war against France if he wants to keep Austria in his pocket. And he can get some prestige and claims that could help in the war as well. Doesn't have much more at his disposal though. Okay. The mana generation is very good in terms of military. In terms of tech, he will be on time for the tech. Even though he doesn't have the institution yet, he can embrace it whenever he wants to take the tech, but he will be late for the ideas, which is a small problem. We can look at Poland next. Poland has a 656, so that's really good, but it's a scripted one if I remember correctly, so there is no real surprise there. Oh, the noob is losing to rebels. Ah, you noob. Strangely, no rival here, not even Lithuania, which, well, you could have rivaled since you basically killed him. Allied to Danzig, which is going to be a vassal very soon. Allied to Bohemia and Muscovy. So a very strong Eastern Bloc alliance here. Very, very strong. Moldavia is a vassal. That was lucky. Hungary can get it as well, or Moldavia can go alone. So that was a little bit of luck. Quite a lot of loans. How many? 8 of them on 38 total. So he can still fight a little bit. 15, nearly 16 income, losing a little bit because of this war, but once he finishes the Teutons, there won't be any problem. He can get, he still has the Liberum Veto, probably not going to trigger it anytime soon. Only already deved 22 times, so that's really a good thing. And he has notably already 3 ideas in aristocratic, and that's going to help him because Poland has well, the winged hussars, which are going to be something, especially with the aristocratic. He's planning on playing the Cav game, so we will see how it goes. Lithuania, I don't know if the Lithuanian player is going to come back. He did well. There was a cure, a thinning cure. Like he lost a little bit of weight. He starts with 44 provinces, if I remember correctly, and he lost 14 of them. In terms of loans, he has 32 loans, so he can get 21 loans, 61 loans, sorry, so he can get a lot more loans. If he wanted to make a bankruptcy build, he could. The only problem is that there are not that many buildings to build yet, so what's the point? So look at what you said, guys. Reverse Austria-Hungary, yeah, exactly. Wing the SARS, exactly. Check. You write a lot, but there is not much that's interesting. You're not very... okay. Lithuania went into exploration, exactly. Didn't see that. Yeah, Lithuania went into exploration. He's okay in terms of technologies, hasn't embraced the Renaissance yet, not going to happen anytime soon, but he went explore. Probably not the worst idea. His nation is basically dead, so he could try to strike a deal to keep a few coastal provinces and then hop into the new world. It would be really fun to have a Lithuania in South America or North America or even Australia. That would be fun. The economy is completely fucked up because, well, quite a lot of loans, 8 interest, so he should probably declare the bankruptcy, but he probably wants... He could do it right away. It's not the worst of times. Not that much dev, and he is still allied to the Knights, but the Knights are not going to save him in case of land warfare. And let's be honest, Muscovy and Poland are probably not done playing with his corpse. Fucking necrophiles. So 23 ducats of income for Muscovy. In terms of vassals, well, he has all of the vassals he starts with. Okay, he hasn't started integrating any. He is allied only to Poland. Check. There is everyone here. He has 46 force limit. That's really strong, but the manpower cannot really support that, I guess, because of the attrition in the region. It's difficult to have big armies running around in the early game, and the economy cannot really support it either. He got the gold mine in Zlatust. It's not dev'd yet because it's not converted yet. It's not even stated yet. But I'm sure that Andrex will take care of it really soon. Well, he decided to start constructing a castle first, which is probably not a bad idea, especially since the Oirats are not that far away and they are going to come for him very soon. In terms of loans, quite a lot of loans. Well, 8 only. That's okay. That's dealable. He's still making some money, so no problem here. We don't have the... Yeah, we have indebted to the burghers. Okay. Probably should put this one to get... Oh, it was changed. It doesn't give... yeah, it does give missionary strength. So this one for the missionary strengths, and this one for the missionary strengths. That's going to help converting way faster the land. Otherwise it's going to be a pain. And if you also put this one, then you start to have reasonable timings. Okay. Do we have a player in Great Horde? I don't know. I don't think so. I will go to the Ottomans. I let you guys tell me which shit. Which are the next? Am I retarded? Not only I unpaused, but I also mistagged. Okay. Yes. Yes, Muscovy and Poland are not in the same situation, even with the same number of loans. Kretiaks, for the only reason that they don't have the same balance and base costs, so they won't pay their loans at the same the same speed. Turk is still one of the strongest economy in the game, 38 ducats, so he's not dead yet. It's definitely not dead. 50 force limit. The manpower recovery is still good. The base manpower is still okay. He can get a little bit of dev and the dev cost, but probably going to wait a little bit to get that. The ruler Mehmed II is still on the throne, still well connected, still conqueror, still 646. So Ottomans is definitely not dead. Allied with Georgia and Timurids. So next time people come knocking, Timurids is going to come as well. Even though there is an army. He can fight. Quite a lot of loans though. 23 loans to pay. Control over monetary policy is there. So he decided not to bankrupt, which is probably the good thing, because if he was to bankrupt, well, everybody would jump him. But it's a lot of money to pay back. It will take a little bit of time, but he will get there eventually if he's not jumped again. Mamluks is scary. Mamluks and QQ is scary, but the Western Bloc is probably going to get a little bit cold feet after that. Apparently I am retarded and biased and cringed. Yes, I am all of that, probably. Turk is a little bit OP. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I have to agree with Kraft. You're talking shit about Ottomans. He got ganked by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players alone. Well, Georgia helped a bit, but not that much. And he's still in a good shape. He lost the first war. He unconned to the good side and managed to win the second war, which is not the easiest thing to do. And I mean, Ottomans is not dead after fighting 5 players on his own. That's a strong thing. And he got Kosovo from Albania, which is going to help him pay his loans back, even though it's still Orthodox. It's a good start. The winner of the war was Kimi, apparently. Yes. It was. Well, the real winner of the war was Felice, but the second winner was Kimi. Yes. Georgia. Yeah. The Muslims definitely won, but the Christians definitely lost in this. Ottomans is probably going to abandon Anatolia and push into Hungary. That's what I would do if I was in his shoes. Still some loans for Georgia. It's going to take a while to pay them back. The income is not the best. The mana generation is not the best either. He has a well-connected ruler, which is a good thing, but is lacking some of the good stuff here. He does have Cossacks. Does he have Cossacks? No, he does not have Cossacks in the army yet. Dev'd a little bit in terms of idea. 444. No ideas yet. Ottomans went quality. Okay, 545. I have to admit, I don't think quality is the strongest with the change, the change that we have. The 15% cost for all the army is really a lot. Like, it really changes the quality of quality. I think it makes it way less a priority. Georgia is only allied to Ottomans, so he's basically on life support. If Ottomans was to die, there would be Qarakonlu, Mamluks, Timurids, and soon Oirats coming knocking, so he needs to change his diplomacy, I would say. Let's look at Mamluks. Mamluks, only 2 loans, so the war against Ottoman was not the most costly. He managed to grab quite a lot of land here. Not much more conquest, a little bit. He pushed until Yemen, so he grabbed the strait, which is a good idea if he was to fight Ethiopia later on. Allied to the Knights, Mzab and Qarakonlu. That's pretty quiet, but good start. The economy is strong, 30 ducats income. The force limit and the standing army are really strong. That's one of the strongest armies in the world. We have the most important ones. You can put some others, Kimi. You can put this one to improve the base happiness of your estates. You see that you are getting quite a lot of maluses. If you give these ones, well, you will have less unrest. You can also decide to not put this one, but put strong duchies instead to save some diplomatic points. That's a good idea. Here you can put this one, and the Dhimis, well, fuck the Dhimis. Like, you only have heretics and not heathens, so it doesn't really count that much. Is Adal played? Is Adal played? Like, Adal seems more scary than Ethiopia. I think Ethiopia is played, but not Adal. But I mean, yeah, Adal isn't played. It's weird. So what did you say? Knights don't exist. Well, soon we should have Jerusalem. But the thing is that we got deceived again, because Felix said he would go for Jerusalem and not the Ottomans, and as per usual, he was lying. He went for the normal crusade, as we knew. I threatened Kimi with a good time, and he accepted. Yes, yes, that's sad for everybody. Ethiopia is making 11 ducats a month, only 2.3 from gold, so I can already start that it's not a seasoned multiplayer player, because the gold mines are not devved yet. He did clear the AIs, the Coptic AIs around, but he did not expand that much more. He has only Adia as a vassal, so not even Alodia or Beja. That's a little bit problematic. He is allied with Timurids though, which is good, but he is allied with Alodia. Why would you ally that? Just eat the shit out of him. Just eat him. And kill Adal as well. That must not exist. It's not allowed. You start with a very good ruler. You should be able to snowball a little bit more than that. He's not even that much in advance in terms of technologies. Yeah. The mana is not there. The admin, the advisor cost is not there. So that's probably the nation of a newcomer to the multiplayer. We can look at Mutapa. Then Mutapa is played by Morocco, if I remember correctly. He was fighting Kilwa. It took 2 wars, but he killed him. He has quite a lot of loans, 13 to be exact, but that's definitely a worthy investment, especially since he got 2 gold mines out of it. He will take it will take a good time to convert all of that, since it's Muslim and well, here it's quite heavy devs, but the income is going to skyrocket very soon. He has not devved it completely yet. I'm surprised, but he will grow. He has time before seeing any players. There is no one in Congo. The closest person is Ethiopia, which is not very scary. So he has all the time in the world to grow and to get more powerful. So we will see a very strong Rosvi empire quite soon. Oh, it's not Rosvi anymore, it's Zulu. It's the Zulu. Okay. Oh no, that's not the nation. What the heck? What are the requirements for Rosvi? I don't remember. Zulu is vanilla. Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't remember what he needs to make Rosvi Empire, but I don't see it here. So probably a cultural thing or religious one. I don't know. We can go see QQ after that. So QQ is allied with Shirvan and Mamluks, currently at war with Hormuz. That's not a big war. It shouldn't be a problem. I don't really know why he's allied to Shirvan, but why not? And he is notably not rivaled with Timurids. He is rivaling Georgia and Great Hordes. Okay. The economy. Oof. I was expecting a little bit more. Oh, did he? No, that was not his land. I don't think he lost anything. No. He secured a little bit. No, he starts with that. Okay, he starts with that. So he took here Mushasha here. He integrated some of his vassals, but didn't expand that much. Force limit is 25. Okay. Is at -1 stab. 445. No ideas yet, obviously. Quite a good ruler, 345 with bold and kind-hearted. That's a good combo. Probably going to go for Persia at some point, or at least try to, which means that he has to fight the Timurids. He could also try to form the Ashashin. That would be Pog. I don't think I ever saw them being played, mostly because you need to get espionage in order to form them, which is quite a heavy investment, but that would be very Pog to see the Ashashin on the map. Is Hormuz played? I don't think Hormuz might be played. It expanded quite a lot. I don't know. But then again, it doesn't have that much soldiers. They do be attached. Yeah, I actually don't know. Hormuz isn't played. It could have been. Like, it's not. I have seen players being worse than that. I'm not going to name names, but I've seen worse. Let's look at Timurids. Timurids, that's not a small army there. 28 income, losing a little bit of money because he has level 2 advisors all across the board. Quite a lot of forts, that's a good thing. 4, 5, he can get tech 6 already. He banked quite a lot of military power. Sadly, he will have to spend a lot of it taking the technology in advance, because he cannot get the ideas yet. He will be late in the ideas. He can bank yeah, 300, 200 more. And a little bit less because the tech cost is going to get down. So yeah, you should definitely put this one and reduce this guy. No need to spend a lot of money because you will overflow anyway. Oh, I did put the yeah, that's not the best thing. I don't really know why it's well, it's a 246 that can explain, but it is only been there 4 years, so it doesn't explain everything. And you start with cores everywhere, so where did the admin go? Like all the land he took here, he has core on it. Probably lost a bit of stab, but still, like still. Yeah, I passed the knights. Knights that don't exist. Why? Why would I look at the knights? I don't like them. I don't want to like them. Yeah, fuck them. Timurids is allied to Ottomans and Ethiopia, integrating Afghanistan. Okay. Transoxiana is very pissed at him, but the others are okay. Overall, that's kinda good. So okay, he had a little bit of coring to do. Yeah, he pushed here, which is okay. That's going to help his trade income, and the Persian trade node is a very good one. So that's going to be a lot of money later on. That's probably a good investment to grab that early on before QQ. I will look at the knight so that you can stop QQing Syrian. Up. So the knights probably had one of the biggest dev expansion during the session. It starts with 11 dev and is now at 89. So multiply this dev by 8, which is not a small thing to do in one session. The income is still dog shit, though. That's going to be problematic, but I mean the autonomy is very high, very high. Why is it so high? Because what? Because you increased autonomy. You no. Never increase autonomy. Never. You need to decrease it. Like it did. There was an uprising. It will revolt anyway. If it revolts, at least get something out of the land. And to get something out of the land, just decrease autonomy instead of increasing it. Basically, you will spend exactly the same amount of resources killing the rebels, but you will get something from the land. You could have had like maybe 2 or 3 more ducats here by doing that. Dev the twice, 445. It will be on time for text 6. It will be on time for the ideas as well, so that's good. I wonder what he will take. He will probably try to play on land this time. I don't think he will go exploration or expansion. That would be, well, counterproductive since he has land now. So we will probably see a land knights this time. He could try to form the French nation or the Kingdom of Jerusalem still, but he can also decide to go Turkish and form Rum. That would be Pog. That would be very Pog. To form Rum as the knights. He would need to switch religion as well, but I mean, why not? Frankenstein nation, yes, I agree. It was the damn AI. Ah, okay. Yes. Yes, if it's the AI, then it's not you. Oh, it's not too bad. Well, yeah, it's not too bad. Just liking this one. And this one maybe, but overall it's okay. So we saw everyone here, we saw Timurids. So we can go look at India. Mewar. Oula. That's oula. there is already a little bit of a problem, even before I can tag on it. So he's getting occupied a little bit. There are some rebels as well. He's in 2 wars. Both of those wars should be quite easy to win, but no manpower. 21k, that's okay, I guess. Except it's not okay at all. He doesn't have any army yet anymore. Ooh, that's not looking good. And he has a coalition. He is allied with Bahmanis and Jaunpur, so the coalition won't fire like that. But if Bahmanis and Jaunpur decided to just drop him, he would get killed by AI, and there would be one less player in India. He cannot recover in 5 years, and if they both agree to share his land, then it's okay, and it's done deal. Economy 14 ducats. The gold is not fully devved. The mana generation is good. He has good advisors, but probably should not keep this one. 226. So the very good ruler that starts is dead. Still take 3, so yeah, probably a good idea to keep the level 2 then. It will be a little bit late in ideas. Force limit is 21. So here there is absolutely no need to keep all these regiments. You keep these ones up, you do that, and you get some new mercs. Yeah, there is nothing to take here. Few loans, you take I don't know which one, you take any merc companies, you clear everything, and you make sure that the coalition doesn't fire, because otherwise you dead. You don't want to be dead, because when you're dead, well, you're not alive anymore, and then well, you're dead. Bahmanis was the big winner of India with well, I don't know. He will be the big winner if Bengal and Jaunpur don't benefit from it before. He does have a civil war looming. He killed Vijay, so that's done. But okay, only one loan. The economy is not the best. The autonomy must be quite high. Yeah, 44, nearly 45% autonomy. Some states are not finished yet. He didn't take his cores. I don't know why he took the central part instead of his cores. I have actually no idea. Like, it doesn't really make sense to me. Like, it would have locked out Mewar, and yeah, he probably wanted to cripple Vijay more, but I mean, if you win the first war, there is no way you lose the second one. So I don't know. 445, it's the starting ruler. Is still there, still well connected, fierce negotiator, and martial educators. Really strong ruler to start with. In terms of tech, 445. In terms of diplomatic situation, Jaunpur and Mewar, notably not Bengal. Bengal is allied to none of the Indians, so there could be a very big fight or point of contention there next session. What else to say? That's pretty much it. We can go look at Jaunpur. So Jaunpur at the moment is probably the strongest Indian by far, I would say, by far. But if Bahmanis is left alone and can recover for a session and grab the, like, at least lock and then grab the south of India, he will be the strongest. Yeah, Jaunpur makes 30 ducats a month, so really strong economy there, really good balance. way bigger force limit than the others. The diplomatic situation is allied to Bamanis Mewar and Kangara, we don't care. He can get 15% morale whenever he wants. He can also probably, he can farm daily whenever he wants. He's not doing it because he's keeping the 15% morale. I guess he's going to int into Bengal with the 15% and then farm daily. He wanted to go for Nepal too. I think he wanted to farm Nepal. I think he wants to do the trick Nepal into Delhi in one go to restate everything for free. How is that going? He has not integrated the Nepali culture yet, and Limbuwan is not allied with Bengal, so he can still do it. He's a little bit late, but he can still do it. The economy is good, the mana generation is good. He notably doesn't have the he does have the advisor cost. Okay, but not on depot. So it's not the best start I saw on Jaunpur, but it's still a good one. It's still a good one, and is the strongest in the region. I like how Krediak said Vijayanagar was pro-Russian who won 1v1 tournament, then quit 1 hour into campaign because he died. Yes, well, I mean, even the best players can lose sometimes. Pro-Ukraine, yes. Yes, you are funny, Phyllis. I agree. And Krediak said that he lied. Well, bravo, mister. Bravo. Lying is fun, I guess. Yes, it is. I agree. And especially lying to Jukes, because he is like a little kid, you know. It's so easy to make fun of him. Bengal knows where the shit comes from. He made a nice fort line here, so he is aware of the risk. 3 loans, not the burger ones, should probably the giant ones. Do they have the loans? I don't remember. I haven't played vanilla in a very long while, so I'm not really. Looks like they don't have the indebted to the Jains. Yeah, he already has it. No, he does not. I'm a bit lost. Okay. Check. Economy 23, so still less than Jaunpur, but okay. Trade is probably going to skyrocket a little bit in the incoming sessions. Force limit 33, so quite small compared to the 46, if I remember correctly, of Jaunpur. In terms of tech, he is in advance. That's a good thing. He will not be late for the Tech 6. The institution has not been devved anywhere in Asia. I think Korea devved it, but that's still far away. So no one decided to take one for the team in Asia, which is going to penalize everybody. And is late in admin, so there is no where to spend the military points. So I guess he will dev, but the deving is not that efficient at this point of the game. Okay, diplomatically speaking, is allied with Ayutthaya, which is a strong ally, but you should probably diversify a little bit. Ayutthaya went a little bit into Ava, or at least its tributaries. It is fighting Khmer for subjugation. He has no vassals or PU yet. He is allied with Majapahit, Bengal and Yunnan. Notably not with Malacca, which is sandwiched between Majapahit and him, and it is to be noted that Ayutthaya gets where is it? It gets a subjugation CB on Malacca, so Malacca needs to be a little bit careful. He needs more force limit, naval force limit than Malacca to be able to pop the mission. Malacca has a big fleet, but if Malacca was to lose a big naval battle, maybe against the 33 galleys of Majapahit, then Ayutthaya could just click the button and come knocking. The capital is just there, so the fleet cannot really protect Malacca from Ayutthaya, and Ayutthaya could be very happy. Then again, Ayutthaya has no manpower, so there's that. 33 force limit, 21 ducats of income, take 445, no ideas yet, lacking a little bit of estates. Okay, but overall in a kinda good position, especially since all of China is dead. Ayutthaya will have quite a free game. We can look at Malacca. 17 ducats, trade 6 ducats, but it's going to skyrocket once it's once the number of players here gets reduced. Quite a lot of loans. What the heck? 9 loans. So there was a first war against Majapahit. I missed that. And Majapahit has a lot of vassals and stuff, so it must not have been very easy. I don't really know what was exchanged. Probably vassal land or something. The truce ends in 2. Oh, it might have been a white piece, considering the length of the truce. 31 force limit, it's not too bad, it's even quite good. The mana generation is strong, the economy is smaller than Malacca and probably smaller than Majapahit, but it's okay. He notably didn't get the gold mine, probably should have taken that for himself, and this one is still independent. None of the players of the region went for this gold mine. What a mistake. I think it's a good thing that I was not put on Brunei, because I had a very mean plan. I was going to ally Ayutthaya, kill Malacca day 1. Majapahit has the disaster for 10 years, so my first move was to kill Malacca, then get the gold mine, then kill Majapahit, and then you roll alone, and no one can really stop you. Okay, let's look at Majapahit. Are they done with the disaster? No, not at all. So it would have been oh yeah, the disaster is done, but they have loans. 545, so that's okay, that's actually not bad. Since the disaster gives all power cost increase 25%, if I remember correctly, so it's really setting you late, and is actually not that late, so I'm kinda impressed. He went for galley ideas, which is probably a good idea, even though you could have gone with the greedy pass and taken exploration, but galley is probably the best thing to kill Malacca and assure the supremacy here. So with heavy ship cost 200%. Oh yeah, so you need to make a choice. Ah yeah, it's it's exclusive. Oh, what the fuck. The new ideas are really interesting. Let's look at the messages. Check. There was a 1v1 between Malacca and Majapahit. Yes. Malacca lost, probably not joining says next session. They're not dead yet. If they just find one ally, potentially, if I was them, I would ally with Bengal or Jaunpur directly. Ah no, Bengal is allied with Ayu, so Jaunpur. Jaunpur Malacca could take on Bengal Ayu. That's definitely possible. Who are you playing, Joas? The mod just remove the disaster? Really? Really? Oh yeah. No. Removing the mod would have been completely mad. No. The disaster did happen, and he made it. So yeah, he's not really late, which is a good thing, and going Gali is probably a very good move. Has a lot of vassals all around. Only Makassar and Ternate are disloyal, which is dealable, and you have missions to check to get them. I don't remember exactly what it does, but you get big big bonuses to colonization from them, and you can integrate them after that. So you want to keep the vassals around so that they colonize for you. Going Diplo could have been a good idea. Influence, going influence could have been a good idea for the Liberty Desire and the Diplo Annex Coast. But Gali is definitely the best choice. I think there is no one else in this region. Macao, who was played by Alex, is dead. Was killed by the Fire Nation, which is also dying to a war for independence. Yeah, so there was a lot of there were a lot of vassals indeed that he decided to feed for his conquest. That was a little bit too greedy. Zhejiang lost basically all of its starting land, which is one of the best states in the world after maybe Tuscany, and now he has, it's not bad land, but it's not his core land. So Zhejiang is dead, TFN is dead, Macao is dead, and was there force Chinese? I don't know. The only Chinese nation that's left is Yunnan, and Yunnan is not the best pick to start with. So China is, well, it belongs to the Horse Lord now, I guess. Oirat is probably now the strongest nation in the world. I think it can beat everybody in terms of pure 1v1. The economy is shit, but does he care? He does not. He does not for the only reason that he has very good cavalry, already 6 pips, and the cavalry cost 33%, and the cavalry cost again 10%. So yeah, that's very strong. And when he finishes and gets the 20% cav ability, well, there is no stopping him anymore. In terms of army, he still has infantry. Why? Probably because he did not want to delete them and just consolidates all the time. So they are still around. Quite a lot of land to core, to consolidate and to core. He did not concentrate that much yet. Okay. I don't know why he did not concentrate more. Should probably do it. Probably gonna do it at some point. In terms of ideas, 5. Okay, he is allied to Korea, and that's all, but he does not really need much more. In terms of loans, 5 only. That's 4 only. That's dealable. He is fighting IXC and Fujian, so nothing to be really scared about. Well, it's the hard gameplay and it's a very strong hard gameplay. Yes, Felix says GG, game finished already. I kinda agree. This Oirat is going to be extremely scary. Diviet says Byzantic seems like a good place to seed a player. Yes, I agree. Yeah, it's definitely playable. Ayutthaya is going to come knocking quite soon though, so that's not going to be that easy. UA could be a good place to see the player, but it's too close to Oirat probably. But Diviet is okay. If you just give it a little bit of mana so that it gets better in tech, yeah, you can do something with that. But this guy is shit. But yeah. But Diviet is doable, and it can form Taiping actually, and then the Celestial Empire. That would be Pog. Let's look at Korea. Korea still has Sejong Doi, 64 years old, who's careful, well-advised and secretive. That's one of the best rulers in the game as well. Good advisor across the board. That's really nice. That's a really impressive mana generation. We have a good player here. That's nicely done. The tech cost is already there. Oh, went innovative first. I like that. It's greedy. It's definitely greedy, but in the situation there is no way it's a bad choice, for the only reason that the only neighbors that he have is his ally, and an ally that will be busy eating all of China, and so it will let him do his thing. Japan is not going to be a threat for at least a few years, like at least 20 years still. So if he gets the naval domination, he can prevent the risk, and China is dead. So going innovative is a good thing. The tech cost will accumulate, so that will save a lot of mana. The innovativeness is coming as well, and if I remember correctly, he devved the institution. Yes, he did, and he is the only one in Asia, so he will have a huge mana advantage over everyone else around him. So that's really strong. He could pick this one. There is no real need to keep the deep rep. Okay. So we have a good Korea. Who is playing Korea? Someone knows? No, doesn't look like it. I will. Is Korea? Katal. Ah, yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. Then Katal is a good player. That's definitely a good nation here. That's well played. Uesugi. Uesugi is now the shogun. So all of the others are his daimyos. He's at war with Osokawa. Some of the daimyos are unhappy, but that's okay. 11 ducats, 24 force limit, quite a lot of loans, 7 of them, a little bit of war exhaustion as well. He devved 23 times already. That's not bad. 445, so he will be a little bit late, but not that late in Miltech. Then again, he doesn't really care. No one is going to invade Japan just now. I mean, Korea could. Korea probably could, especially if he was to ship some horses. He would swipe. Yeah, actually Korea could come and invade, and there are no galleys to stop him. So yeah, Japan should be a little bit worried. In fact, because well, Oirat is kinda cutting off Korea. The expansion paths for Korea are all basically closed. Katal only has the Beijing and Nippon node to go to. So Japan actually looks quite tasty. Yeah, Uesugi should be concerned. Majap I hit as CB, just saying after Malacca, that is. Yeah, you could go to Japan as well as Malacca, but I think that Korea will get there before you. Who is in Uesugi? I will just check that. Player info. Click. Uesugi is Thunder. Well, Thunder, you should make friends with Katal, because or with anyone else really, because you're gonna have some bad surprises otherwise. Let's look at how Bob is doing in Aztecs. He passed this one, not this one. Okay, he passed 2 of the reforms in 18 years. That's not the best timings not the best timing I saw. He took 1 province here in the middle to get the claims, the casus belli, War of the Flowers on everyone. He has a little bit of money in the bank. He didn't take the deep. I mean, then again, he is playing native, so the mana generation is not as important, since you cannot really take. Well, it doesn't really mean anything to take anyway. The deep points are still good because you can dev the gold mines. This one is really deved already, probably with how do you say, capital pillaging instead of direct dev, but you could dev the gold mine. I know that you're not getting as much gold as a non-native, but it's still a big part of the economy, and it's going to be useful later on anyway, so why not do it, you know. But then again, the first reforms are the hardest to pass, because after that the Doom is not expanding that much. So I think in 20 to 30 years we will have a united Mexico, and then he will just start striving. And we only have Cusco. What's the tag? CUS maybe? Oh, fuck it. What's the toggle for? No. What's the command again? To remove Fog of War. To remove Terra Incognita. TI. Okay. And the tag of Cusco, CSU. What the fuck? Okay. And we have Flora, who's playing in Cusco, actually currently killing Cola. Should not be a problem. Basically everybody has been reined in already. In terms of religious reforms, only one yet, the colonist, probably the best one to start with, yes. The others will arrive soon. The more dev you have, the faster it goes. the reforms will be finished before the Europeans arrive. A few loans, but most of them are estates, so no real biggie. The privileges are not good though. You want this, you want this, you want this, you want this one, probably this one too, and you want that, and then you good, and that's going to be better. And the colonist is not so it has been unlocked but is not used yet. You want to send it, and then you good. Okay, and 11 dev clicks already, probably in the gold mines. Yes, so still a little bit of gold income to be taken. That's probably going to increase quite a bit. Cusco is in a good shape, but then again it's PvE. Oh yeah, I forgot about Mali and Songhai, and then I think we are done. Thanks, Joas. Yes, the leader. What? No, the nation review didn't last 5 hours. Jukes, I started at midnight, but yes, it's been 2 hours already. Cusco is 335. It's already take 5. Damn, it did take quite well. Yeah, it's. Oh no, it doesn't have feudalism. Yeah, it doesn't have feudalism. Okay, Mali -1 stab. Okay, probably should stab up here. Decline of Mali is on the way. That's a new disaster. I don't know it. Malian mission are bugged. Needs to be fixed, especially since you cannot really finish this this shit if you don't click a mission that does not exist. So please take a look at that. Losing a shit lot of gold. 29 loans here, so there was probably a war with Songhai, but the war is going to the truce is going to end in 5 years, and well, Mali is still going to be in bankruptcy at this time. Rooting up corruption, not much, that's okay, but quite a lot of loans. Can only have, oh, I can have 15 loans more. Okay. The gold income is not good enough. Where are shit here? Yeah, needs 4 more dev, and this one needs 6 and be converted, and this one needs to be converted as well. Okay, should have converted them like since the beginning. I don't know why they are not Sunni yet. You should have at least 16 more gold here, so a total of 34 here. The economy would be quite a bit better. 20 force limit here. In terms of tech, 335. That's normal. You start with a very bad ruler, but this one is way better, and he has been ruling. Oh no, that's a regency. Ah shit, because the air is less good. But at least there will be 11 years of a good regency, and the first ruler died quite early on, because it's 100 or something. It's really a bad one. Songhai. So Songhai lost the first war, lost a gold mine and quite a bit of good land, including its own capital, Gao, which has a fort as well. Was deleted, but it starts with a fort. So Songhai now doesn't have any forts. That's going to be problematic. Still has a lot of loans, losing a lot of money, and the economy is way weaker than Mali. So even if the situation of Mali is not the best at all, it is way stronger than Songhai. Songhai cannot do anything. The force limit is okay, but the economy is not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. So, well, this is a shit show. The region is a shit show, but Mali is going to prevail, and if he has one or two stations of consolidation, he should be able to make something that looks okay before the Europeans arrive. I think that's it for today. Tell me if I forgot some nations. So yeah, just tell me, and if I haven't forgotten any, then I will wish you a good night. It is 2 a.m. so maybe it is time to go sleep. See ya next week if I am there. That's not sure. And have fun. Up.